Goes to extra cover.
I think when you, as a fast bowler bowling to Stuart Broad, you just got to go after him with the short stuff. If he gets a few away and hooks one for 6 and hooks one for 4, you know, you take that because you know eventually he's going to stay a little bit leg side of one and might hit one up in the air. You just saw a bowl a bit of line and length to him. He gets comfortable, and that's when he's at his most dangerous. You've got to make him feel uncomfortable at the crease.
Bounce much, he banged it in and it went up ankle high, 258 for 7.
शिवाय को टक्कर की लड़की मिलेगी जो उसे बेहद प्यार करेगी।
नो चांस दादी, तुम्हें मेरी गाड़ी मिली थी मरने की।
मुझे मरना होगा तो मैं मिडिल क्लास स्टाइल में मरूंगी ना, आपकी गाड़ी की तरफ तो मैं देखूंगी भी नहीं।
वैसे भी तुम्हारी औकात नीचे जमीन पर, यहाँ
आप गोबर की तरफ इशारा कर रहे हैं।
इश्कबाज हर रात 10 बजे स्टार प्लस और हॉटस्टार पर।
Talking about a bit of spin, here he is, the hero from yesterday. Not only wickets, but look at the control. People talk about Shane Warne and the wickets he gave his captain, but he gave him control as well. And you can rotate your 3 seamers at the other end. Didn't spin it big, Shane, yesterday, but bowled in a very clever manner.
Yeah, he didn't, because he bowled mainly from the pavilion end, as we spoke about in the pre-show. He mainly went for LBs and bowls and trying to upset the batsman from just the line and his consistent length and just attacking the stumps, and then got the odd one to turn. I don't think he really tried too much. I think he slowed his pace up a bit, and you're not going to get much turn out of the Lord's pitch in the first couple of days. But as the days go on, I'm sure you're going to see Yasir Shah bowl a bit more from this end, the media centre end. You'll see more of those deliveries, just the straight ones with the odd ones slowing up, trying to spin away. I think the key for Yasir Shah bowling to the tail enders here, Wokes and all-rounder, Broad's a tail ender, is to try and get them both driving. The more he tries to bowl an LB, I think they've got a pretty good defence. I think if you keep that pace a little bit slower and try to get the batsmen both hitting through the covers like that sort of line, that's where you'll get a bit more, a few more mistakes, and the batsmen have more of a chance of knocking them over.
What I liked about Wokes is, in general, he's played the ball back where it's come from. Too many batsmen yesterday, England right-handers, were trying to drive towards extra cover, cut towards cover point. And when you've got a spinner that's drifting it in, and also the slope, first innings here, the most likely is going to be bowled or drag onto your stumps. Just play it back to the bowler in that direction.
Yeah, the other thing I thought Wokes did well was pick him. I thought he picked Yasir Shah well. I saw him bowl a couple of wrong-uns to him, and he played them pretty well. And as you said, Nasser played straight back to him. He didn't try and get too funky with things, and he looked a pretty organised player. The other thing is, he looked like he was one of the players that had a plan against Yasir Shah. Some of the batsmen, I thought, didn't really have a plan. We talk about bowlers having plans, but the batsmen also need a plan. And the one you talked about, Johnny Bairstow, before, Nasser, I don't think Johnny Bairstow had a plan because he wasn't reading Yasir Shah out of his hand.
Again, straight back, good from Wokes.
There's a confidence about Wokes, isn't there, in the game? And I think the big reason for me why Chris Wokes is bowling better, he's batting better, is he's not playing for his spot. I think he's automatically going to be picked in the next game, no matter when Ben Stokes comes back or not. And I think you're seeing a better Chris Wokes in all departments. That's 258 for 7.
Yeah, Johnny Bairstow's had a fabulous year or two, but he might just have to look at his technique against Yasir Shah when it's not spinning much. Look at Johnny Bairstow's feet standing outside leg stumps, showing his stumps, and hence he has to defend towards extra cover there, towards extra cover, and he does show him his stumps, and that was a poor delivery to cut when a bowler's trying to get you bowled. Look at the variations from Yasir Shah. I think Bairstow could have got more across onto middle and off, played a little bit like Wokes' back down the ground. Pulled away. I think it hit short leg.
I think this is a better tactic from Riaz, is that's to go short after Broad. We saw one that didn't bounce the last ball last over. This one gets up a bit more, and Broad just onto him a bit quicker. Just hit the sticker and just lob. Didn't really go anywhere. Broad wasn't quite sure if it was going to bounce or not. Suddenly you're in the game. That's more like it. That's how you bowl to Stuart Broad. Just to go back to that package again with Bairstow, and the reason he hasn't picked him, watch the angle of his bat when he's playing defensive shot, as you said, to extra cover. That opens up the gap, and we see when Yasir Shah, all these balls are very similar in length. Look, here he goes again, reaching for it, not reading him, and suddenly goes back to create one that's not there. And those balls are all in the same spot. So he's not picking him out the hand, he's losing his patience, and even his defensive shots don't look safe because he's angling the bat, opening up the gap, pushing to cover. So he's really, oh, it's in the air.
Pushed him back deep. I think Misbah actually wanted him at a fly slip. You can tell Misbah is not happy. Misbah had him in 10, 15 yards. You're sort of working out, why have you gone so deep? You're in a catching position.
It was definitely a plan. They got two back on the hook, and a third man definitely for the uppercut, the up and under like that. It's pretty ordinary there. I think he was just daydreaming down there at third man. And we just talked about it last over, that you know when Pakistan are on and they're all concentrating, so when their fielding is good, hold their catches, there's a bit of a buzz in the field. So you know that Pakistan are on, and that's when they're at the most dangerous. Just to go back to Bairstow, Nassai, I really think he's got a bit of work to do, because it's not. We looked at, I think yesterday when I was listening, he showed a package of Bairstow against Yasir Shah in the UAE, and he didn't look that good. He was just trying to sweep. And I think a lot of the England players will get into trouble, because when they not quite sure about a leg spinner and what they're doing, they all go for the sweep shot. And against a leg spinner who's got a lot of tricks, it can be a little bit difficult. Different if it's just an off spinner where you can bowl an offie and you can slog sweep him and things, that's fine. But when you've got a clever leg spinner with a few toys and a few tricks, you really got to make sure your defence is tight and you have a plan.
.259 for 7.
आउटस्टैंडिंग
अर्बन क्रू और बैंडिट्स के बीच छिड़ी है डांस की जंग.
फाइनल शोडाउन जो टीम जीतती है वो है.
Watch Dance Plus 2 now streaming on Hotstar. Dance Plus 2 powered by CB Hornet 160R, built after you.
There you see the difference between the two sides as far as the tail goes. Bairstow 29, Ali 23, Wokes 32, Broad 16. England's lower order like to contribute a lot of runs. Did do in the Ashes, did in South Africa, did against Sri Lanka. Late order runs.
And it wasn't just the runs. Look at the deliveries that they've all faced too. 45, 33, a lot of deliveries too.
He gets away.
There's the pitch map that Yasir Shah